Hello, everybody. It is Jennifer Jobson coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Today is Wealth Wednesday, and I, as always, am super excited about doing Wealth Wednesday because, we love the industry that we're in. And we love the lives that have been changed by this industry. And it is nothing more than bringing me so much joy to be able to show you a variety of people that are attracted to this industry, that are interested in changing them, not only their lives, but their families' lives and even their friends' lives. So I'm super excited tonight. The gal that I'm bringing on, her name is Jacqui. She's a wonderful friend of mine from Florida, and she has an amazing story to share. Hi, Kendra. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm just going to pop over here and do a little sharing because, as always, it's way more fun with friends. So let me know, where are you tuning in from? And what are you up to today? Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to just type them into the chat box. And I always follow up by going through and responding to as many questions as I can. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jacqui. I'm ready when you are, Jacqui. So go ahead and just pull yourself in, invite yourself, and I've got that coming. All right, so I'm approving Jacqui now, and we know how it goes. As we're making the volume, actually might go down, so just bear with that for just a little bit. And there she is. Hi, Jacqui.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Fantastic. Well, welcome, girl.
Thank you. So excited to be here.
Yes, absolutely. So, Wealth Wednesday, Jacqui, I've been doing this series for our audience for a couple of weeks now, and I've committed to do 8 weeks of Wealth Wednesday. And I love the fact that when people come on to tell their story, I know that they're speaking to someone out there. And as I don't know if you caught what I said earlier, but I'm very passionate about helping people and introducing not only our company, but introducing this industry to people. So before we really get started, if you could just share a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, tell our guests who you are, where you're from, and we'll get started with that tonight.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for having me this evening. I'm very excited to be a part of your series. And as Jennifer said, my name is Jacqui Agostinelli, and I am also known as your Curvy Coach. That's sort of my brand that I have developed. I live in West Palm Beach, Florida. So I live in a beautiful area of the country, what I consider to be a tropical paradise. And I have been involved in this industry of network marketing for 14 years. And I am a corporate girl, a reformed corporate girl. I was in corporate America for probably over 30 years. And, some people may actually enjoy that, and that's great. But for me, it was a daily grind that I tired of over time. And I was a former radio sales executive, and I am a real estate investor as well, and I'm a performer. My dream was always to perform. I'm a singer. I performed many years, many different shows. I still to this day do perform occasionally when I feel like it, and in different shows that I want. And so I've lived a very diverse life. And it wasn't until I really jumped in and decided that network marketing was what was going to provide me the lifestyle that I wanted, that everything sort of shifted for me. So I'm super excited to be here and to be in this particular company with Jennifer. And, I just about 10 years ago left corporate America for the last time. I mean, I was always had a side gig going, but 10 years ago, I was fired. I was fired twice in 2 years. And it was at that point that I knew that I was done and over, and I was never going to go back. I hate to say never, but I a second, I had somebody beep in. you know, I knew that it was never going to be for me again, and I wanted to create a different lifestyle for myself. So 10 years ago, I leapt in with both feet, and I never looked back. And I'm just thrilled to the bone.
You're freezing just a little bit.
Yeah, I keep getting some notifications. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, if we could only get around all those notifications, I hear you.
I know.
I'm always like, don't call me while I'm on
I know.
Facebook Live. Stay away. All right, well, let me ask
Exactly.
you this. So, you know, you were in corporate America. I've been in corporate America. I always joke now that I'm just not, I'm unemployable because of being in this industry. So who introduced you? How did you find out about network marketing? You're in corporate world. You know, you got fired twice, but who introduced you to network marketing?
Well, you know, years and years and years ago, when I was much, much younger, I absolutely, I always have had a pull into the industry.
Ah.
Not even really understanding why. Years ago, I actually was involved in a company that sold dishes. China, years and years ago, when I didn't even know what I was doing. But I knew that I loved the idea of working for myself and being able to create tremendous income. And so I always had my eye on it, but I was away from it from a long time, building my corporate career. And it really all came about with a friend who she planted the seed of possibility in me, and that there could be another way to live my life. And it was really that person. It was just a friend, and it typically is. Sometimes it's a good friend, a family member that you know, or it could be somebody that you just watch from afar, and you've not really been very close with them. But in this particular case, it was a person that I was working with that introduced me, and there was just something about the way that it sounded, and I suddenly had an excitement that had been missing for so long. And it was, you know, it didn't take very long, and I did jump in. That was I consider that my first legitimate company, that was about, you know, 14 years ago.
Okay. All right. So, and that is typically how it happens. It's a friend introducing either a company or the industry to another friend. And
Yes.
I remember I was 19 when I was introduced to network marketing and fell in love with the concept just immediately. And okay, so you were introduced by a friend, you had your hand at it for a little bit, which is really common. It's very common. What do you love about this industry?
Well, I got to say, you know, today especially, it's so interesting that we're having this conversation because earlier this morning, I had to go get blood work done. And I had to go to like a big medical facility to do that. And as I was leaving the medical facility, it was early, like 8 o'clock in the morning. All of these people were rushing in, their coffees in their hands
Mm.
and in their scrubs, heading off to all the individual offices. And I had just sort of this overwhelming feeling of gratitude and appreciation that that's no longer me, that
Right.
there was no rush to have to get to an office at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I said to myself, thank you, God, for this gift of network marketing and allowing me to create my own schedule. So that's what I love the most about the industry. And I love that you get to create your schedule. You get to create as much income as you want. It's all on you. And I love that it's personal growth and development that
Yeah.
is the key to all of it. And so I like being in charge of what's happening to me and not having to have a boss to answer to. Now, I will tell you, for most people who have been employees all their life, it is a major switch to then work for yourself in a business like this. And there is a certain amount of time where you have to grow and develop into it because the employee mindset could be very well ingrained in you for a long time. And when you stop doing that, like in the beginning, you have to really make sure that you have a schedule that you stick to, you have a daily method of operation that you stick to. Otherwise, you'll end up just doing nothing, and you'll just be walking around your home and going to the refrigerator, watching some TV. I mean, you get to be very intentional about what you do. And that is what I find with most people that come from the workforce that I like to work with them on, because it can be a difficult transition for people that have been employees for basically all their life. So those are the things that I love about what this industry can create. It's everything that you want it to be. And it's on you. It's up to you to make it everything that you want it to be. And you can, because it's not hard, it's simple. And so, I mean, hard to me was going to work and having to commute 45 minutes in a car on the highway and working all day and answering to a boss. And listen, I was in sales. So, I mean, I was held accountable, and, it was torturous some days. So I am grateful and appreciative every day that I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock, and that I don't have to get in my car and go and be away for 10 hours a day, 10 hours or more for most people, away from my dog, away from my family, away from my home. You can't even imagine. Most people don't even know what goes on during a day that I see being here in my home, working right where I see everything on the street. The kind of world that exists when most people are in an office. Yeah. So I'm just filled with gratitude for this industry.
Well, you said a couple of key things that I really appreciate. Number one is sometimes people have the concept, Jackie, of network marketing, that we sit around and eat bonbons all day, and we just, I don't know, like either make money or we don't make money, but we're sitting around eating bonbons all day. But, my business partner, Rachel, and my other business partner, Michelle, they always say this is called network marketing for a purpose, because it does take effort. But if you are someone who really enjoys their freedom or is searching for that freedom, then this is a great route for you to connect with someone in. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Understanding that it's not get rich quick. You get to put in the work, and it's, there's systems. It's very simple systems that we use, and it's mastering those skills necessary. Just like you would go to college to be a doctor or a nurse, you have to master the skills to do that. This is no different. It is a real industry. It is the best industry to be in my book. And mastering the skills, because they're different from the skills that you would use in corporate America for the most part. You spend the time doing that. You have mentors and coaches that help you do that. And understanding and being grateful for the opportunity, because it will change your life if you let it. It
Absolutely.
Will provide you a lifestyle that you have only read about or seen in videos or dreamed about, but it really can happen for you.
I like what you said too, because I think one of the biggest things that I like about network marketing is that sense of camaraderie, where you have people that are cheering you on, they're working with you, they're working for you, and they might be up lines, sidelines, down lines, but it's everybody working together as a team. And, I remember being in corporate world and helping other people and thinking I should be getting a portion of their paycheck because I just taught them a new skill set. And here it's like in network marketing, everybody wins because we're all working together for the common good of everyone. And, that is truly one of the things that I love about network marketing. And I like the fact that you brought up too about the personal growth, because that's one of the best ways to develop your business. But it's also one of the biggest gifts that network marketing gives you, because so many people are running around in that rat race and they're just working from Monday to Friday or all weekend, and they're not growing as humans. And in network marketing, we are, right?
It's so true. And, being in sales, it was very cutthroat. And one of the reasons why people sometimes look at those of us in the network marketing industry and we seem to be filled with joy and happy a lot of the time is because we're choosing who we want to work with, and we're all like-minded in the way that we want to better ourselves and grow. And for some people that are just existing in the world, sometimes it takes a tragedy for them to take a second look at themselves. But when we get involved in network marketing, you can't be successful and grow and build a team if you're not willing to take an honest look at yourself and improve relationship skills, communication skills, you name it, it's all of it together so that you can build a beautiful community for yourself. And doing the personal growth, because anytime you're in a company and network marketing, typically personal growth is a big part of it, either given to you from the corporate end of the company or just from the field, putting stuff together and working with different coaches and whatnot. And I've always been involved in personal growth and development and have done a lot of transformational work. And it's the key. And to this day, I'm 56. I'm still personally growing and developing. I've read at this particular time, I am completely entranced with Abraham Hicks and, just completely immersed within that universe. And it's taking me to a whole nother level. So having that aspect, that's life-changing for people. That will transform their life all on its own. So you match that with the best company that you can be in network marketing, and it's nirvana, because you're building a beautiful community of people that you love and respect, and you're helping those people create incredible incomes that are life-changing, and then you are also creating an incredible income that is life-changing while depending on your company, the one that we're in, I'm feeling better than I ever have in my entire life. So what could be better?
Yeah. I like how you described it as nirvana. Like that just danced right when you said that. That was magical. So it is nirvana. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the industry, Jacqui. Let's go ahead and shift now about company. We are aligned in the same company, and both you and I made a choice to move over to this company because of where we are, being a ground floor opportunity. Can you just kind of go into that direction now for us?
Yes, and I will say to you that when this particular company was introduced to me, I was a big, hard no. I often say I was the hardest no than any no I've since met. And I was convinced I was not interested. And I had a friend call me, always a friend, right? A customer of mine actually, call me and present this business opportunity to me. And I said, I am not interested in any way, shape, or form in any new company. I am not interested, but what's the product? And when I was told what the product was, I knew I wanted the product right away. And so I was smart enough to know that when I went in to enroll, that I should sign up as a distributor, because I knew so many people who felt like I did, and I knew that they would want to use the product too. So smartly, I did enroll as a distributor. Thank God I did. Thank God I had the wherewithal to do that, because even though I was convinced I was never going to build this, I was smart enough to know to never close off, to never be closed-minded to anything.
Right.
And so I got into the company, and then, and that was just 16 months ago, barely. And it's been completely life transforming in every way that I can imagine. And it didn't take me very long, to make the decision to shift over from my last company, which my former company I was in for 8 years. And it wasn't that I didn't like their products or anything like that. I just felt at home in this company. I felt the timing of it. I knew that once I got on the product in the way that I felt, I knew that if I felt that way and if other people felt that way, that this was a multi-million-dollar opportunity with a company that was ground floor with one individual product that was spectacular, had no competition, and that we would be the first to bring it to the marketplace. And it just a combination of those three things with the compensation plan that this company has, I knew it was the perfect storm. It was a trifecta. And I could see the vision of where finally I was in the right place at the right time. And I knew where this was going to head. I knew that I was going to be a multi-million-dollar earner in this company. I knew it. I know it to this day.
You've given me chills, Jacqui. And I think it's really interesting that you in your mind had said no, right? And I think there's so many people that have been there. There's so many people that maybe someone has reached out to about our company and they're like, no, I'm good. I am in the top, company in this industry, or I am, I've done so well in this particular company. No. And I'm with you on that boat. I am so glad that I said yes, because I was kind of like, meh. And then I like you, I was like, okay, but whatever, I'm getting in as a distributor and I'm getting my spot because of the compensation plan, the way that the compensation plan works. Like, I went to college. I'm smart. I knew that was the thing to do.
Right.
So timing is everything. Can you talk a little bit about timing? And, for maybe somebody who's watching right now, Jacqui, who's like, okay, so why is timing so important here? What does that mean?
Okay, so quite often you hear about timing, and the one thing that I would like to say is that, you know, there are a lot of good companies out there. There's a lot of network marketing companies out there. And you can get into a company that's been around for 30 years and you can make money in a company. It's not that you can't. I don't want to say that we're the only place that you can make money. But here's the deal. When you get into a place that's been up and running like a well-oiled machine for 30 years, it'll take you some time to build and grow, and your checks would be pretty small unless you were bringing over a huge team, especially in the beginning. And everything's worked out and everything's been set, and that's great and good. And if that gives you a comfort zone, then go ahead and choose a company that's been around for 30 years. But if you're willing to roll with the punches and go on a roller coaster ride, because ground floor companies are not for the faint of heart, and we have absolutely had our challenges, but being in early, and I would consider early to be the first 2 to 5 years of this company, because we really just launched, and being here now and going through the fire to stick it out and not quit is where you will gain the most benefit. It's just the reality, because there's only so many spots on the tree in the beginning, and you get in now early, and as this company explodes, which it is exploding, that everybody's coming in, they're going to come in under someone, so why not into your organization? It's a binary compensation plan. And as we begin to do our global expansion, remember, every opportunity for a new company, for a new country, is like just how we started when we first opened the doors 19 months ago. It's the same thing for those people in that country. And when you find a leader in that country, it starts all over again. So we have all this growth in front of us that we're heading into. So timing is so key. It's what you dream about. And I've had people say that to me. Oh, it's a company that was 12 years old. Oh, it's the best time to get in, the best time. And honestly, you have to have the stomach for this startup company, because you've got to go through all the issues. We had a lot of problems in the beginning, but I got to tell you, we had the sales because the product works.
Right. That's
and
right.
So in the end, if you have a product that works, and you have a formulator and a founder that cares about the field and cares about the impact in people's lives that are going to get on this product, I'm sorry, this is the best place to be in network marketing. We are rewriting network marketing history, and I love it here.
I do too, Jacqui. I do too. It's really interesting because we're ruffling a lot of feathers because of the growth of this company. And it's like you said, we have a product that is a market disruptor, a product that works, a product that is changing lives. It's one product that is creating so much health with 40+ benefits. And it's freaking people out in the industry because we have had so much sales. This is like pixie dust product stuff, and people want it. And that's why it is such a great time to get involved, because being ground floor and having a product like we have with an NDC code, If you don't know what that means, it's a national drug code. And that means that our product does what it says it does, that it's, you know, something that you can count on. Great stuff here. So let me ask you this. Where do you see, where do you see this company going? And if somebody hops on board, where could they see themselves going?
Well, you know, I would say, look, whatever dream that you have, and especially speaking to those who have been in network marketing, who are in network marketing currently, and have not experienced the kind of success they thought they would. A lot of times, you know, I mean, people always say, well, look in the mirror. And yes, and because it's more than that. You know, there's a lot of different reasons. You know, I mean, I had success in the other companies that I was in, but not to the degree that I am successful here. And the reason is the timing and the product and the newness of the company being so ground floor. So for somebody that's looking at us now, if you've never done network marketing, we're the best place for you to be. It's very simple. We have 2 products right now. That's it. And so it's a lot easier than the last company I was in that, you know, you were there with me, you know, with 300 products. There were so many products, and there was a lot of health coaching involved. And a lot that took up most of our time was coaching people through all of the systems, because they were so enormous and they had so many pieces. So to actually bring somebody in that is very busy, might already be working a job, to bring them in and to have to learn 2 products, and that's it, and a simple system, because we've mastered what the system is. It's 3 simple steps, and anybody can do it. Really, anyone can. So that's one of the reasons why, if people are looking at this, this would be a great place to be. And when you match that with an incredible product that is working for 90% of people and an incredible compensation plan, then just jump in now, because the train is leaving the platform. We have officially launched, and we're still so new. There's still so few, really so few distributors when you think of the companies out there that have millions of distributors. We will eventually have 1 million distributors, but we don't yet. So getting in now is key. Timing is everything, especially in a binary compensation plan.
Yes.
Getting in and getting on the tree, getting your spot, like Jennifer said, is key, because everybody else goes under you instead of you going under them. So it is, you know, I hate to say we don't like to be pushy, but timing is important. And getting on the tree and getting your spot on the tree is absolutely key.
Very, very true. You know, here we are. It is the 18th of September. And the opportunity that we have today on the 18th of September, come December the 18th, it's just not going to be the same. It's still fabulous, for sure. But like Jackie said, you know, with a binary compensation plan, getting in is the key, because you will get the people that come in underneath you, and all that volume flushes up, and that is very, very nice. I always like to describe it, Jackie, it's like having a savings account and a bunch of other people are putting money in there for you too.
Oh, I love that. It's so true. And you know, a lot of times people don't understand that. They're like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
And all you need to know is that you're building 2 teams. And no matter who's underneath you, if people on your team put them there or you put them there, that volume rolls up, and you benefit from all of it. It's such an amazing, it's the most lucrative compensation plan out there. Plus we have check match. So it's a hybrid check match. It's the Cadillac of compensation plans. We have a 50% payout, which is unheard of in the industry, really. And it's, I've never experienced anything like it in the companies that I've been, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, with around a 93% retention rate, that's something that's really important as well. So for, again, those that are business minded and they get network marketing or they get sales in general, to have a 93% retention rate, that is huge. And then again, for those that are in the industry, our volume never starts back to 0. That volume continues to grow, so we don't start over at the beginning of every month. it just continues to grow and you get paid on it, and it continues to grow and you get paid on it, and it continues to grow. And that honestly is one of the things that I absolutely love about our compensation plan, because so many people in the industry, the first of the month, man, they are starting over with their volume, and we don't. And on the 30th or the 31st, they are just pumping to get those volumes up. And we don't have that hassle. We don't have to deal with that. So if that speaks to you and you're in the industry, then, you know, that's a really good bit of information to know as well. Anything else that you would
Yes.
like to add, Jackie, to that or around that?
Well, I just want to say that, you know, there's a saying that we use. The second bottle sells because the first bottle works. And, you know, having that kind of retention rate, if you think about it, is unheard of, really. And it just goes to show you the power of our formulator and founder, Alexei Goldstein. It's a testament to his ability to create a one-of-a-kind extraordinary product that actually does work and creates incredible effects in the body and is just absolutely life-changing. So yes, I just, it's been so miraculously life-changing for me health-wise that it's so easy for me to be so passionate about it. But just from a business sense of understanding retention, and that you will lose people and people will quit and people will stop. But the reality is, if they start to feel great, which, you know, listen, there's people, you know, you don't even know how bad you feel until you start to feel better. And
Yes.
you go, wow, I can't believe I felt that bad. And, you know, that we're all meant to feel the greatest ever as we live this life and we're on this journey. We deserve to feel as good as possible and to do whatever it takes to do so. And to have something that is so safe and effective and it's available over the counter, you don't need any kind of a prescription for it, and to have it be homeopathic is, yay! It's just, you know, makes me smile all day long.
I'm smiling right beside you, Jackie. If you don't mind, would you share your product story?
Yes. Okay, so I told you that when I was offered this opportunity, I didn't want the opportunity, but when my friend told me that it was a transdermal HGH gel, I said, oh my God, I want it. And the reason that I wanted it was I was on hormone replacement therapy at the time. So I was getting estrogen and testosterone pellets every 3 months. I was on a progesterone pill, and I was on thyroid meds. And I had been given a prescription for HGH, but it was so exorbitantly expensive that I said no. And I almost did it black market, and thank God I didn't. I chickened out at the last minute. And so I just did everything else but the HGH. And, you know, I started to feel a little bit better. I did. I can't say that I didn't. But what I didn't know was what was going to happen once I started to take the gel. So I got the gel. I started to use it. And I'll be honest, it worked very quickly on me. It doesn't work as quickly as it did on me, on everyone. It could be a full 6 months before some people feel the buffet of benefits that it has. But for me personally, on day 5, I slept 7.5 hours. I'm a person who slept 3 hours at most. That was just the way that it was. And so I thought it was a fluke. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, 7.5 hours, unheard of. Didn't even make the connection. The next day, the same thing, 7.5 hours. Still, hello, didn't make the connection. Then the next day, day 7, I woke up after 7.5 hours and I went and worked out with my trainer. Came back home, sat right here at my desk, and I went, oh my God, what is going on? I felt energized. I had been so strong on my workout. I felt a sense of mental clarity and focus, a general sense of well-being. I felt so energized that it was so markedly different of how I had felt before that I said, oh my God, and it finally dawned on me. I said, oh my God, it's the gel. And so I said, oh boy, if I feel like this, and if other people feel like this is one of those once in a lifetime, multi-million-dollar opportunities. It was then that I said, oh boy, I'm in trouble, because I knew I knew I had to build the business. And so I still waited a couple of days, but I'll never forget, it was April 15th of 2017, I guess it would be. No, 2018. And I decided I was going to build it, and I built it very quietly because I was still in another company. I did it off social media, and I was so clear with where the company was heading. I was so clear with what it had done for me, and I knew I was headed to that $1 million organization, that it was easy. I hate to say it, it was really easy to enroll because so many people feel so bad and they are just miserable that all they needed to do was hear my story. Now, for those of you who don't get that result right away, or there's going to be some of you that say, oh, I want to see how it works on me first, I would just say to you, we have hundreds of thousands of testimonials of how this product has worked for people. And I would just, offer to you to use those testimonials until you have your own, because it would be stingy of you to wait to share it till you had your result. I mean, what if I didn't get my result for 4 months and I just sat on it and said, oh, yeah, I don't want to share it till I feel better, when somebody else is not getting any good sleep, and you could really give them the product and they could feel better in a quick fashion. Why would you wait to offer that to somebody? We already have the results. We have the testimonials, thousands of testimonials. So that's what I would offer to you. But I would say absolutely get on the product and see what it does for your own body. You're going to be thrilled with what happens for you. So I will say to you, 6 months in, I decided I was going to not get the pellets anymore of the testosterone and the estrogen, because I figured, if I started to feel bad, I would just go get them again. And then I didn't refill the progesterone, and I didn't refill the thyroid. And I have been off of all of that since. And I could say that because this is my own personal testimony. I do not take any of those items any longer. I am on the gel only, and I feel like $1 million still. Every day I feel like I'm getting better and better and better and better. It's cumulative. Obviously, people tell me how great my skin looks, how I'm glowing, and I feel like $1 million. I do. I just completely transformed from how I felt before. So I'm thrilled. My product story is great and powerful, and I'm thrilled. And I have so many others that have experienced similar and different benefits, because there's so many. There's well over 40 plus benefits that you get from this product. Because remember, this product, the gel, is not just the HGH. It has a thyroid support, it has an adrenal support, and it has over 20 incredible individual botanicals that are sourced from the finest places, not just extracts. They're actually seeds and stems, whatever is the best thing that you can use to put into the formulation. So it's a trifecta of a product. That's why we get the effects that we get, because you could inject HGH all day long if you want, and it's a huge dose that goes into your body, doesn't completely get metabolized, and you'll still get some results. But we don't, and do I think it's not safe? Not really, but I mean, will have excess in your body. But this is a microdose of HGH. It's homeopathic, and for those of you who don't understand homeopathy, I really suggest reading up on it, because it can make such a difference. It's so safe for your body. Homeopathy has been around for centuries, and it's how we should look at medicine in my estimation.
Yeah.
And the microdose that's inside the gel is what creates such incredible results, along with the other ingredients. So it's a one-of-a-kind extraordinary product with absolutely no competition. We got a lot of people throwing darts and trying to come out with something, and they keep, and most of them don't even have HGH in them, but yet they're trying to tout that, it works, because they're crazy. We did 60 million in our first year with not even an executive team in place, and no product for 4 months. And, they're all crazed because they're nervous about what's going to happen when we get our act together, which is pretty much now. They're terrified of what's happening. We're taking huge leaders from other companies because they're seeing what we have here, and they're excited. Yeah. So it's a great time to be in this company.
I love that. You know, your passion, I loved it. As you were talking, you were getting closer and closer and closer to the camera. Just shows how excited that you are. You're just going to jump
I
through.
am.
And you know, but that is what we have our hands on, right, Jacqui? I mean, that's between the product having a history of over 17 years, a product that works, a product that people are attracted to. It's easy to use, and it is so cost effective that it's absolutely crazy. And people are wanting this. You know, HGH is one of the top Googled things in Google. So we know that people are hunting for a product like this. And maybe you're watching this and maybe you're thinking, I want some of this HGH gel that these gals are talking about. Well, we want you to encourage you that if that's you, to please get back with the person that invited you to this live. And if you're watching by replay, the same thing. Please get back to the person that invited you to watch this. We are sitting really on, you know, after hearing Jacqui's story, I'm even more excited. Like, I'd sign up again. I'd sign up again today, and I'd sign up again tomorrow. And, you know, it's just incredible. It really is such a great thing. So we just thank you, Jacqui, so much for joining our audience here tonight on Wealth Wednesday, and for sharing your love and your passion, and you're just so transparent with it. And, you know, you can tell that you have made a great decision for yourself and that you love this product, and you can tell that you love this company, and that alone is very contagious, Jacqui.
Oh, love you. And thank you so much for having me. And I'm just thrilled. You know, when you love what you do, it's not like you work at all. And there's so many reasons to love being here. And, you know, listen, we get a lot of arrows thrown at us every day. We have a lot of people, a lot of haters trying to tear us down. And we have such an incredible group of leaders in this company that aren't going anywhere, and that are thrilled and happy and excited to be here, and just all creating something that has never been done in network marketing is what is so exciting, because the records that we are breaking, we're rewriting network marketing history. And that's exciting to be a part of that, because there's going to be a day, you know, we're the pioneers. Anybody who joins now is a pioneer. And 10 years down the road, I heard somebody say it, we're going to be at one of these events sitting in the corner, and the new people are going to be saying, who are all those old people over there? You know, we'll be the, you know, I know what that's like, to look at who those people were that were in the company in the beginning, and to say, man, they stuck it out. You know, I mean, this happens in any company that's a startup, and you know, not even just in this industry. There's always people that can't hack it and will quit. And you love them anyway, and it is sad that they leave. But for those of us who stick it out and stay, oh, the glory is all ours, because it is happening. And I believe in win-wins for everyone. And so for everybody that comes in now and sticks it out and say, you know, listen, we've ironed out 90% of our issues. So it's great here now. So, you know, please come aboard. Get on the product, get on the gel.
Yes.
You will be blown away by what happens for you individually. And I thank you so much, Jennifer. I've had such a great time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again, Jacqui. And so for those of you who are joining us tonight, again, as always, I want to thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to tap them into the chat box, because we will be going through and answering any questions that you have. If you're watching this by replay, let us know that as well. And again, if you're interested in just checking out the product, it's really very simple. We can send you a short 3-minute video, no obligation whatsoever. You can check it out and see if it's a match for you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but only you can decide that. And also, if you're thinking about just checking out the business opportunity, please do. Go with your gut, go with your heart, go with your instinct. And even with that, we can send you a short video for you to check out. Again, no obligation whatsoever. So please feel free to share this video. Please feel free to tag people in the comments so that they get notifications as well, because we are here to encourage people. We are here to save people's lives and health, and really bring just abundance into people's lives and families. So thank you again all for watching, Jacqui. Thank you. As always, we appreciate it. And we will see you guys next Wednesday for Wealth Wednesday. Thanks for joining, everybody. God bless you and have a great night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.